Hey, what's up guys? In this video, I'm going to be demonstrating the awesome kind of usability and routing of VPS Avenger. And I really want to see, you know, plugin developers do this because it opens up a whole new kind of world of possibilities. So let's get something going on here. Get like one long note. I've been doing that a lot lately. Let me get something going on. And Avenger is, pretty robust and advanced, and you can have up to 8 oscillators, 4 effects in the send track, master effect. You can have a whole bunch of stuff, unlimited modulation and things like that. But let's just get the ARP going for now. Okay, so let's do that. I'll hit play. All right, let's get this shortened. And yeah, just varying lengths. All right, so we got that. Let's kill the sends here. Sends are very useful, and I'll explain why in a little bit later. I'll demonstrate why. So let's get this kind of popping. Right, and one thing I like to do is I like to kind of duplicate the sound, and it helps me kind of, it helps me keep everything organized. Because when you're doing parallel processing, you want the dry signal to kind of poke through. So let's get that going. So how the routing works is you have your effects section here, and then that's routed into something else. So you can have up to 4 effects sections, and you can have FX1 routed into the main output. You can have all of them routed into the main output, or you can have them routed into FX2 or the master effects, or like a different effects chain, and you can do some really interesting routing like that. But let's get the let's demonstrate the auxiliaries that you can have routed out through these effects chains. And this is kind of where it shines, in my opinion. Like you have 4 stereo outputs that you can have, plus the sends, plus the master track, plus 8 oscillators, plus a bunch of ARPs. You can just make crazy sounds, and it can all be cohesive and in one kind of plugin doing all the heavy lifting, which is really cool. So let's listen now. Right, so we want to have the output. Right now, the output for oscillator 1 is the master filter. No, um, FX1, which is what we want, but FX1 is going to the master effects. We want this auxiliary one. And FX2 is 2, FX3 is 3, and FX4 should be 4, right? So we can have all these things being routed, and we can process them individually. So let's listen to our sound for a sec here. And actually, no, we need to make a group for all these things to talk to. So right now, I need to make an audio track. External in will be Avenger, and the input will be auxiliary 1 for that channel. And let's duplicate that. We'll make that auxiliary 2. Duplicate. We'll make this auxiliary 3. You get the idea. Duplicate that. That'll be auxiliary 4. And like there's a whole bunch of other ones we can have, like bass drum. Like there's a drum machine as well, which is something that I should cover. So, 4 stereo tracks plus the master plus all the other things. They can get crazy. But yeah, let's just take a listen now. And I'll have it set up in such a way that we can see that off to the side. I'll just make that a little shorter, nice and cozy. There we go. All right, so let's give it a play. And oh yeah, I have to have this set to, monitor in all of these. Right, so now it's working. because yeah, we need to have the monitor in. We can hear it. All right. Right, so that is coming through Auxiliary 1. With Auxiliary 1, we can do a bunch of things. We have all these options for effects, 8 slots for effects for each effects chain. If we want more, you can route into an adjacent effects chain, which is really interesting, or into the master. So it's like a whole bunch of possibilities there. So let's get some more ideas going. Right, let's copy this and then duplicate this by making a new, I guess you call it a oscillator, and then hit paste. So effectively, we've made a copy of this. They share the same filter, right? But it's going into FX1. I want this to go into FX2, right? So we have it split up. And this is what I want. And yeah, this is what I want, basically. And they all share the same amp. Right, but now I have the ability to do some parallel effects within, Ableton, right? So, yeah, let's take a look at that. Right, so with this, I have kind of a copy of it, and I can add, simple delay and a bunch of other stuff. This got to be 100% actually, but yeah, let's do that. And then maybe give it a bit of EQ. So tonally, it makes kind of sense. Right? And we can mix it in with the other sound here, which is pretty cool. I'll open that up. Right? And we can take this a step further. And it's really cool how it works. Let's create a new oscillator. And we'll go paste. So we'll paste that in. And the effects will be to effects 3, which is auxiliary 3, which is over here. Right? So with this, we can add in the Avenger effects. So, maybe their reverb, give it some mix here. And we can give it some compression as well. So we're getting like parallel effects here, and we're able to have control of them outside of Ableton. Right, and yeah, let's bring that down. And maybe a phaser. I shrug. That is terrifying. Right, so that'll be our reverb thing going on there. And we can add a slight bit of a distortion, maybe. Slight, I said. Nope, slight. Maybe Logic. Oh god. Okay, maybe not. Maybe multiband. Maybe before the reverb there. And yeah, maybe we can get a let's get a filter in there. So this would be, I guess, a filter of sorts. And yeah, let's see what we got there. And let's take a look at like a mod envelope for that cutoff there. To be a little bit faster. I should have that post. So yeah, it's a really kind of gentle filter. Right, there you have that, and let's dive into that more, just for the sake of fun. Right, so that is the main meat. Right, so let's get that up to an appropriate level. And we use a utility. Right, so you have that, and we're doing, yeah, just processing. And we'll add a compressor to this. I want that filter to be open up a little bit more. And then this here. Alright, that's a little bit busy. And we can pan and stuff like that. Right, and we've created a quite an interesting sound, I guess. And yeah, I'll just mute these. And then with the reverb. That was the delay, actually, and then I'll add in the reverb. Right, and you're off to the races. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed that video. I hope you learned stuff. Take care and have a good one.